Aliens are trending once again worldwide, guys. I don't know what is going on in Mexico, but this is wild. Allegedly, some non-human alien corpses have been presented to Mexican government officials in Mexican Congress. And get this, under oath as well. This is in Congress under oath. So, this is wild. Social media is in a frenzy today. If you look everywhere, you're seeing these photos of these alleged corpses that look like E.T. the extraterrestrial if they were made out of concrete. The whole situation itself is fucking wild, and I wanted to give my thoughts about it and show some clips, because aliens have been like in the news for the last year. This has been like the year of the alien. Project Bluebeam, go ahead and just happen, right? I think aliens are going to be demons. They're not really going to be humans or Martians from Mars or Venus or whatever. They're going to be demons that come out of the hollow earth. All conspiracy theories aside. Just joking, by the way. I'm not a fucking lunatic. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. So yeah, these alleged non-human corpses have been displayed to the Mexican government. Politicians are looking at them as we speak. And we've been hearing all sorts of stories in recent times. These two small alleged alien corpses have been retrieved from Peru. I think the town is called Cusco, Peru. And they were presented in these little window box coffin type of things in Mexico City earlier this morning. And the UFO conspiracy community is just going wild. I'm excited for it. I've always been in love with whole UFO folklore and culture and trying to find the greater unknown. I've always been interested in the paranormal. And this event is spearheaded by journalist and UFOologist Jaime Maussan, who is testifying under oath, guys. Keep that in mind. They are testifying under oath that the mummified specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution, aka not from planet Earth. Alright? That's in layman's terms. They're not from planet Earth. With almost a third of their DNA remaining unknown, reported the Mexican media. So there's a third of their DNA that is allegedly unknown. They've done like analyst tests. There's even photos of like supposed scans showing their bone structure, things of that nature. But you got to be careful with misinformation online. I feel that people on the internet, especially when it comes to politicians, tend to throw misinformation out there to throw people for a loop. But I'm also always open-ended. I take things with a grain of salt, but I'm also not completely shutting out the fact that we might have something possibly real here, especially when it comes to stuff that has been allegedly covered up for decades. Now, with Mr. Maussan, there have been claims in the past made by him that have been debunked, so you have to be wary with this. There's been previous discoveries and claims that he's had, but he's under oath. He's under oath in Congress right now, so that's the thing in the back of my head that's really staying with me, especially when we've seen stuff like the Las Vegas UFO incident. We've heard people come out with stories and claims that the governments are hiding things when it comes to aliens. At this public hearing, Maussan showed U.S. officials and members of the Mexican government several videos of UFOs and unidentified phenomena before he unveiled these alleged alien corpses. And again, he clarified that these aren't part of our terrestrial evolution, which means they're not from any kind of creature that's on planet Earth. It's not some kind of evolved species, not some kind of like salamander or reptile or monkey or whatever. It's a humanoid that has a third of its DNA not from anything known. Most curious thing about this, though, is these creatures weren't recovered from some kind of UFO wreckage. This wasn't from a crash site like Roswell or something like that. These creatures, these mummified corpses, were actually found in a mine, and they were later fossilized. Now, supposedly, these were recovered from 2017, so they've been holding on to these creatures for about 6 years or so. So that's kind of strange that it's just now coming out. Supposedly, they've been studied by scientists from the Autonomous National University of Mexico, and they were able to draw DNA evidence using radiocarbon dating. So this is all techno-babble speak, but after comparisons were made to other DNA samples, again, they found that over 30% of their DNA was unknown. 30 is a big chunk. That's almost half of the actual DNA of this creature. If this was a hoax, if this was something that was not real, that's awfully hard to fake, in my opinion. Again, the x-rays were there, and supposedly there's experts testifying under oath, and that one of these bodies is seen to have eggs inside of it, so is reproductive And then also, they're both said to have metal implants inside with rare materials such as osmium. I've never even heard of that. That's how rare this is. So there's a lot of things in these corpses and in the scans and the x-rays and stuff that is, I would say, would be incredibly hard to fake, especially the eggs, the 30% DNA, and the rare metal implants. Another interesting thing, though, is that an individual who is the executive director for Americans for Safe Aerospace, Ryan Graves, who's also a former U.S. Navy pilot, was in attendance for this. Earlier this year, he told U.S. Congress of the threat of unidentified aerial phenomena in the U.S. and how it posed a threat to U.S. national security. Weird stuff going on with this, guys. This is nothing to blink and just put a doubt on. Sure, you know, you always got to put on the back of your mind, okay, this could be a hoax, especially with Maussan's previous history and stuff. But when you look at the experts that are actually there and they're showing their findings, you're looking at actual people who have also made claims, and it's an oath to Congress with U.S. officials there. There's just too many things going on here that makes me think that we might be still having some kind of cover up here. If there was no kind of actual bearing of any kind of like truth to this, why the fuck are government officials there from the United States? It's something that you got to really think about, and it's exciting, but it's also scary at the same time to think that maybe there is something bigger here, that there is creatures of an unknown evolution that is not of this planet, 30% DNA that is not known at all of planet Earth, that is being covered up. Again, I have my theories and stuff. I don't want to sound like a complete weirdo when it comes to me saying that I think extraterrestrials aren't of other planets, that it's something more demonic. I'm just saying, Doom also claims they're from hell as well. But this is quite interesting. I'm really wanting to see what comes out of this. I hope this isn't a cover-up for something more sinister or bigger. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on this, guys, because I'm into this type of topic. I love this stuff. All right? And yeah, the bodies of these corpses look absolutely ridiculous. This looks like some kind of like paper mache concrete project that some kid fucking made to make a fake hoax that you see at like some kind of truck stop. Have you guys ever been to the Thing in New Mexico? It's these big signs that say, "Come see the Thing," and you see this weird little mummified corpse that just looks like crap. This totally looks like it, but at the same time, it being in Congress under oath just has my mind freaking racing right now. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you on the next one.